Well, hello there. Come on in, take a seat. It's Masta Tatas here. At 65 years old, I've seen a thing or two. I've learned that we spend so much of our lives trying to grab onto things, holding on for dear life. We collect worries like they read precious heirlooms and grip onto control like it's the last branch on a cliff edge. But let me ask you something I've been pondering. What if the secret to profound peace isn't about gaining more, but about releasing what you already hold? It's a funny thought, isn't it? We often chase control, yet true wisdom emerges when we dare to let go. Stick with me for a bit, and let us explore how relinquishing your grip can unlock a deeper understanding and tranquility you never imagined possible. I remember when I was younger, I had this old pickup truck. A real beauty, or so I thought. Thing was, it broke down more than it ran. Every weekend I was under that hood, covered in grease, convinced I could fix it, that I could control it. My wife would say, "Honey, just let the old thing go." But I couldn't. It was my asterisk truck, my project, my problem. I held on to it for years, pouring time and money into it, getting more frustrated with every busted gasket. One day the engine just gave up the ghost for good. And you know what I felt? Not sadness, relief, a huge, surprising wave of it. I finally let it go, sold it for scrap, and suddenly my weekends were mine again. I had time for my family, for fishing, for just sitting on the porch. That old truck taught me a powerful lesson. Sometimes the things we hold on to the tightest are the very things holding us back. This isn't just about old trucks, of course. We do this with everything. We hold on to grudges from arguments that happened 10 years ago. We replay embarrassing moments in our heads on a loop. We cling to expectations of how our lives should be, getting angry when reality doesn't match the script we wrote. It's like trying to carry a backpack full of rocks up a mountain. You can do it, sure, but why would you want to? Every single one of those rocks, the anger, the regret, the rigid plans, is a weight you choose to carry. Letting go is simply the act of unbuckling the straps and letting those rocks tumble away. It doesn't mean you're weak. It means you're smart enough to know you don't need to carry them. Think about a disagreement you had recently. Maybe with a friend, a partner, or even that fella who cut you off in traffic. We have this deep-seated need to be right, don't we? We'll argue our point, gather evidence, and replay the conversation in our minds, building our case like a high-powered lawyer. But what does winning that argument really get you? A fleeting moment of satisfaction, maybe. But the cost is often a strained relationship, a simmering resentment, a day ruined by a bad mood. What if instead you just let it go? You don't have to agree with them. You don't have to prove them wrong. You just have to decide that your inner peace is more valuable than being right. It's a superpower, I tell you. The ability to say, "You know what? It's not worth the energy," is one of the greatest gifts you can give yourself. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What's one small thing you're holding on to that you could try letting go of this week? Maybe it's the need to have the last word, or a small worry that's been bugging you. Share your thoughts down in the comments below. Reading your stories, well, it's like having a conversation with a whole neighborhood of friends right here on my screen. Let's learn from each other. Letting go is also about trusting the flow of life. I know, that sounds a bit like something you'd read on a tea bag, but hear me out. We make these meticulous plans, right? A 5-year plan, a 10-year plan. We map out our careers, our relationships, our retirements. And then life happens. A detour, a roadblock, an unexpected opportunity, and we panic. This isn't part of the plan. We shout at the universe, but a river doesn't fight the rocks in its path. It flows around them. It finds a new way. Learning to let go of your rigid expectations allows you to become more like that river. You become flexible, adaptable. You start to see the detours not as disasters, but as scenic rut you never would have discovered otherwise. Some of the best things in my life, meeting my wife, stumbling into hobbies I love, happened when my original plans went completely off the rails. And let's talk about the past. Oh, the past. It can feel like a comfortable old armchair, can't it? Even the painful parts. We sit in our regrets and our what-ifs, reliving them over and over. If only I had taken that job. If only I had said I love you. But you can't drive a car forward if you're only looking in the rearview mirror. You'll crash. The past is a place of reference, not a place of residence. You learn from it, you take the lessons, but you don't set up camp there. Letting go of past mistakes isn't about pretending they didn't happen. It's about forgiving yourself. It's about acknowledging that you did the best you could with what you knew at the time. You're a different person today. Give that past version of you a little grace, a little nod of understanding, and then gently close the door. Your future self will thank you for it. The same goes for worrying about the future. It's another heavy rock in that backpack. We spend so much time imagining worst-case scenarios, playing out disasters that have a 99% chance of never happening. It's like paying interest on a debt you may never owe. It's exhausting. Letting go of the future doesn't mean you don't plan or prepare. It means you do what you can today, and then you trust that you'll be able to handle whatever comes tomorrow when it actually arrives. Most of the things I've worried about in my life never came to pass, and the things that did happen, I handled them. You will too. The present moment is the only place you have any real power. Don't waste it by time traveling to a future that doesn't exist yet. So how do you actually do it? How do you practice this art of letting go? It's not a switch you flip. It's a muscle you build. Start small. The next time someone makes a thoughtless comment, take a deep breath and let it float by instead of grabbing onto it. The next time you feel that familiar pang of an old regret, acknowledge it, and then gently redirect your thoughts to something you're grateful for right now. Think of your mind like a garden. You have to actively pull the weeds of resentment and worry to make room for the flowers of peace and joy to grow. It takes practice. Some days you'll be better at it than others, and that's okay. The goal isn't perfection. It's progress. This whole idea, this journey of finding peace through letting go, is something I've spent a lot of time thinking and writing about. It's at the heart of what I share in my books. If this conversation has sparked something in you, if you're feeling ready to lighten your own load, I invite you to take a look. You'll find the link to my books right there in the description below this video. They're filled with more stories, more practical thoughts, and a bit more of my old man humor to help you on your path. It's like having a long chat with an old friend who has walked the road ahead of you. Remember that truck I told you about? Letting it go gave me my weekends back. Letting go of old arguments gave me stronger friendships. Letting go of rigid plans gave me a life richer and more surprising than I ever could have designed. And letting go of worry has given me the ability to truly enjoy the quiet moments, the taste of my morning coffee, the sound of birds outside my window. Peace isn't some grand, unattainable treasure. It's right here, waiting for you, just on the other side of your clenched fist. All you have to do is open your hand. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. It truly means the world. If you enjoyed our little chat, do me a favor and hit that like button, and maybe subscribe so we can do this again soon. Take care of yourselves, and remember to be kind to your mind. See you next time.